yak bags, I think they
Okay,
are.
you got all of our notes?
Yeah, kind of. Brainiac, look at this. Isn't that cute? And then
Brainiac? Yeah,
the back of him,
it's waterproof.
waterproof, yeah. So this is...
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knot House podcast.
Hi, everybody.
It's podcast number 17, I think.
17, I believe.
So I'm Heather,
And I'm Kathy. Mom.
otherwise known as not the slowest knitter on the planet anymore.
Not the slowest knitter on the planet.
Well, she never was really the slowest, but that was just my joke. So,
Very methodical when I knit.
oh, the doorbell just rang.
So we're open today.
We're open and I'm late. Oh, it's just our water delivery.
It's just our water delivery.
You're not doing TV, are you?
Yeah,
We are.
We're doing TV. We just
Good
started.
morning, Stuart. Thank you. So, where do we want to start? What do we want to talk about?
I don't know, but I'm hoping you
First
got
of all,
notes.
let me say,
Oh,
my
your
pearls
pearls.
are broken. And I feel naked.
If you'd have told me, I could have brought my spares.
I know. I'm going to get me a spare set. I am. I'm going to get me a spare set.
This table's a little full today.
It is a little full. We can start out by talking about that. So, last time we said that Heather had a surprise coming. Well, she has started dyeing yarn. And we have La-Di-Da, let me get the label, La-Di-Da DK. And we have Mo Debonair. What about that? And
So the La-Di-Da DK is, so this is why it takes two to do this, Mom, because one person thinks about things you don't say. So the La-Di-Da DK is 100% merino, and it is 274 yards.
it's also an 8-ply,
Yep, it's nice.
springy, boingy.
So most everything is solids. There's some tonals. I try to be as solid as possible, and Mom tells me that I'm a little obsessed with that. So
She is.
and then the mohair is 72% kid mohair with 28% silk, and it is 459 yards for 50 grams. So these are on the website.
They are on the website. I also, if you want to,
Oh, you want to go ahead and talk about?
well, since we're talking about the yarn, we might as well.
All right. So let me get this over here. You might have seen this on Instagram. This is your Ingalls sweater, right, Mom?
It is my Ingalls Sweater. In the DK.
Yep.
And I used mohair in the color work motif.
So she used Fiesta blue. So I wanted to name this color a different color, but I'm currently dyeing in my kitchen, and I have Fiesta wear blue canisters. And as I was rinsing it, it matches almost exactly. It's exactly the same color. So I said, all right, that's the name of that, Fiesta blue. And she also used spicy brown for the gold. So spicy brown's for spicy brown mustard, in case you didn't know, because you're gonna say that's not really brown. But it is spicy brown, like mustard. And then the mohair, yeah. This is the mohair that she used with it. So you just use one skein of the spicy brown and the mohair, right?
Yep.
And I don't know how many skeins you ended up using for your
5.
sweater. 5?
Mm-hmm. 5.
But this one isn't this the one that Caitlin Hunter, so this is the Caitlin Hunter design, Boyland Knitworks, for those of you that don't know her as Caitlin. But isn't, this one was like really, really blousy, right?
Right. She used more ease than what I even used.
Okay. What size did you make? So for people that are watching, they can, do you remember?
I either made a 47 or a 51. Maybe a 51, I think, is what I made, which was a large.
Okay, so
She called for like 12 to 16 inches of ease.
and that would have been huge. You would have looked like a
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
And I made it a little longer than she called for.
Because that's what you do, so you can wear your leggings with it.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
And I also did the dip in the back of the hem. The back of it is longer.
You can't. Oh, maybe you can see it.
She tells you you can do it either way.
Can't really see it here, I
No.
don't think. But so
She's-
you did the dip to cover up your bum.
I did. I did.
So yeah, so this is done out of Knot House Yarns.
Done at a Knot House Yarns.
And so did you have to alternate skeins?
One of the things,
She used to be pretty picky about that back in the day when we first opened.
well, I still am. I would tell anybody to alternate skeins. And I would tell them that if they don't alternate skeins, you're
Then-
responsible for what you get. I mean,
Well, I mean it's a smart way to do it, right? I mean,
right. I will say that I didn't have to alternate skeins.
why didn't you? I mean, why didn't you go ahead and do it?
Well, you tell me I can't tell, but I can tell when I wind the yarn if I need to alternate the skeins or not.
So anyway,
So that's,
that's that.
as a prideful mother, that means that your colors are pretty consistent. Now, again,
Not always. Not every one of them.
I would tell you to alternate skeins.
So all of the current colors are on the website.
All of
Did
the
I already
current-
say that?
You did, and they are all on the website.
Okay. And we have most everything still, at least a little bit of it, right? Except for New York Minute.
New York Minute, and I don't think we've got any of Her Majesty, because I
Oh.
think I took it
You
off.
took the. Well, I need to know these things.
Well, I think you were waiting on the dye.
Yeah. So do you want to go ahead and talk about what else you're doing with Knot House Yarns?
Well, I can. Let me get all these
everybody's
colors.
going to get tired of hearing about, oh, Kathy's using Knot House Yarns again.
Well,
We also have a giveaway we're going to talk about in a few minutes, guys. So
I
bear with us.
the
I
one,
think this is really pretty.
the one nice thing is,
It might be prettier than this one.
well, it's definitely fun. So, I am privileged enough to get to test knit for Caitlin Hunter, Boyland Knitworks, and this is her Ramblin Woman. It's going to be a cardigan, and it's going to be steeked. You probably have seen hers on Instagram. So,
The pattern's not out yet, right?
I think she's going to release it for Rhinebeck.
Okay.
And I kind of selfishly am hoping that I get it done for Rhinebeck. I would love nothing more.
Well, we have what, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
You can get that done in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
If you don't work on anything else.
I don't have anything else to work on. So I used Tink's Pink.
Let me see. I'm going to hold this up here closer so
Okay.
people can see just in case. There. Isn't that pretty? So Mom picked out her own colors. I had nothing to do with it.
Well, and I can say that, our committee, our yarn shop committee that we have, sometimes we call them bookends, but the group tried to talk me out of these colors. And I listened to them, and I looked at them, but I went back to my own colors, because that's just kind of how I am.
Mm-hmm.
So
you wonder where I get it from? I get it from her.
So my main color is Her Majesty,
Which we're currently out of, which means,
but
note to self, by the time you see this, I probably will have replenished it.
and I used Tink's Pink and the mohair in Tink's Pink for the flowers.
No, the mohair's not Tink's pink, Mom. Oh, you got two different mohairs. I'm sorry.
And
She made me dye a special mohair, so I knew it wasn't, that one
Right.
wasn't Tink's pink.
so this is Surprise Lily. And for those of you, I found that, I think, side note, I think it is so funny. Nobody here knows about Surprise Lily.
Well, maybe, hey, I got an idea. So if you watch this and
You know about
Surprise Lily, put a comment in the podcast, and that will be maybe how we choose.
Well, it'll be a double entry.
Okay, well, all they got to do is Google Surprise Lily, and they're going to see it.
Well, that's true.
Anyway, surprise lilies are lilies that are everywhere, but in the South we call them surprise lilies because they don't have any like foliage that.
Well, the foliage comes up in the spring and no flowers. And then it dies off.
See, I
And
didn't know that part.
then here, it's usually after the 4th of July
Usually August.
that this stalk comes up with these lilies that is that color.
Yep, pretty much.
So she made me Surprise Lily mohair too. So we have it as well. But, so that's
So surprise lily, Tink's pink.
is my 2 colors of the flowers. And then I use Spicy Brown again.
Okay.
And
Fresh Start, which is the white,
Fresh Start, which is the white.
and Her Majesty.
And then
Oh, where does that go?
in the body this is the Appeal, which is a gorgeous teal. And this is Getaway.
You're doing so good remembering the names.
That's what I'm supposed to do. This is Getaway. So it'll be Getaway, the Appeal, and Her Majesty in the body. And then you do this flower motif, smaller. It's a little different motif, but you can tell that it's the same at the bottom. So, I am split for the sleeves, so I'm excited.
So yeah,
But-
once you get split for the sleeves, it's like a progress point.
That is a progress point. But yesterday was my day off and I stayed in my PJs, and as you can tell, I'm ready to split for the sleeves. So, all right. So that is what I'm working on.
Okay.
And,
Well, let's go ahead and talk about the giveaway.
all right, we can talk about the giveaway.
So it's been a while since we've done a giveaway. I think we were right at 1,000 subscribers, and now we're over 1,500. So thank you for. I keep looking at my sweater. I do have something on underneath the sweater, guys. It's a tee. So we're over 1,500 subscribers now, and
Right.
I told Mom I think we need to do another giveaway. And if you've subscribed and watch us and like us, thank you very much.
Leave us a comment.
Yeah.
Only nice ones, please. And we will choose on my birthday.
No, that's too soon. It's too soon. Because I got to get this up.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
So let's do
so-
October 10th.
Okay, October 10th is good. I don't know what day that is, but
I don't either. But October 10th, whatever day that is. And it is 2 skeins of Ushitita. And the colorway is
it's single ply.
City Sun. It is a single ply, 100% superwash merino, made in the Netherlands.
She makes really, really pretty yarns.
She really does. She really does. And I went into my bag of tricks. So this is a Brooklyn haberdashery pouch. So it's felted, wool, cute,
Cute for little accessories.
yep, cute little pouch. It's got a teal zipper and then the cute felted balls on the zipper.
It's a pretty good giveaway.
It's a pretty good giveaway.
Yeah.
I was either
Well,
low
you know
on,
how we are.
on my bag of tricks or Just feeling generous today. One or the other.
Okay, so leave a comment. Leave a comment. Maybe tell us.
What your Rhinebeck sweater is.
Yeah, what your Rhinebeck sweater is. Or if you're not going to Rhinebeck, what you're working on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be good. That would be fun.
Yeah, because it is all about sweaters now. It's amazing.
It is truly amazing.
Not that you have to be working on a sweater, but
No, you don't. I mean, whatever you're working on is
I
fine.
am not working on any sweaters.
But in the shop, it is truly surprising to me that I've got people that have said they would never make a sweater, making sweaters, and loving it.
Yeah, somebody posted a nice comment on Instagram and thanked you for helping them pick out colors for the Sunset Highway, too.
Well,
And said it was their first sweater.
yes. And it looked gorgeous.
It did. It looked great. It looked
did.
fabulous.
It did. I was excited for her because she was really nervous about doing it.
So anyway, leave us a comment. Tell us what you're working on. And Mom always picks the winners. So she'll do that on the 10th, and then you contact them.
Well, I leave a message for them on their message because I don't have an email address or anything.
Right. And
so,
the last person got theirs, right?
well, she
took
did.
a little while.
Well, she heard about it on the next podcast.
Okay.
She always followed us, and I hated.
Right.
And she came in and picked it up. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so
Okay, so
let's
that's that.
talk about the throwback sweater,
Okay.
which is right beside you.
Oh. What yarn did you use for this, Mom?
I used Magpie Domestic Worsted.
Can you guys see that?
That's Velvet Underground. And I used,
So this is Velvet Underground.
Yes, it
okay.
is.
All right. So see, this is people count on me to help explain what you're talking about.
I know, I take for granted that
You
you
take
know.
for granted that everybody knows. All right. So the dark purple, it's almost like an eggplant of Magpie Fibers worsted.
It is.
What's it called? What's the base called?
Domestic worsted.
Domestic worsted. Okay. All right. So that's Velvet Underground. That's that part,
And then this is Melancholia,
which is the teal
which is the teal
of Dyed in the Wool.
of Dyed in the Wool. And this
No, not a Dyed in the Wool, of Spin Cycle. Because this is the heavy.
Dream State.
This is Dream State.
Right. See, you get me confused.
I know, it's all my fault. So it's a worsted weight sweater using Magpie Domestic Worsted and Dream State, which is like Dyed in the Wool, but
It
it's
is.
heavier and it's Dream State.
So that the red in it is Nostalgia. The green is Melancholia. And then we have Heart's Eye for the pink.
So it just takes 3 of those.
It takes 3 of these. It does.
Now you made up some little kits. Did you sell out of all the little kits?
I've got a couple of bundles left, I think.
But you're not making any more of those kits, so
No.
we only have a couple left.
We only have a couple left. It truly, unless you get above a large, it might take more. These are half skeins, so we did a couple of little bundles up. We did a lot of little bundles up. We only have a couple left.
Okay.
I am almost completely out of the domestic worsted, but I should get a delivery this week on it. So watch, call.
We'll post on Instagram.
We will, and on Facebook. But it will go fast. Everybody's been waiting on
You have
it.
a lot of pre-orders too.
I do have a lot of pre-orders and people that want to be called.
Okay.
I tried my best to get a good selection of everything. So we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. So that'll be next week, you said?
No, this week. By the end of the week.
Did we even say what day it is? I think it's the 25th.
It is. It's
Because I took
Tuesday.
Tuck's to get groomed on the wrong day this morning.
It's Tuesday the 25th. So I would say by Friday that I'll have it. She said that I would by the end of the week. So,
And you already have pictures up of all the colors, so you don't have to take pictures to get
right,
them on the
I have,
website.
right,
Yep,
I have
so-
all the pictures up. So you might just want to either call me,
Yeah, because you
keep-
can,
keep
see
a
if,
check on the website.
if there's a color that you want, you can call ahead and have Mom put it aside for you.
I will.
She's like that.
I try to be.
Okay.
Okay. So I love doing the sweater. I will say that I'm not used to doing a worsted weight sweater. And for me, it'll be a jacket. I did it longer than what, of course, not to wear with leggings, but the sweater itself was a little cropped. I think she only wanted you to go 8 inches before you start your 4-inch ribbing. And she noted that after it was blocked, it would grow. So I think I went 11 inches before I did the ribbing. And it's a 4-inch ribbing at the bottom. Pattern is written extremely well. I know some people have talked about purling on the wrong side. I watched a video from the Selvage girls, and they did it a different way. I'd never seen it done that way, where you just slip, you're only working with one color at a time, and you slip the other stitches and then you come back and purl them. I have found, and what...
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. I have found that, and what I've had everybody here in the shop do, is you purl what you see. So if you're doing more than one color, you don't have to purl with your left hand.
Well, just stop for a minute. Where does this get done, Mom?
Well, Heather, it's color work, and it wasn't steeped, so it's on the wrong side.
Oh, because it's not done in the round.
It's not done in the
Okay,
round, it's
all
done
right.
flat.
Okay, I get it now.
Okay?
Okay.
So you have to purl on the wrong side. Well, what you're purling is what you see. The pattern doesn't change on the wrong side. So if you see a pink, you know, what I did is I just...
You mean you purl with the pink?
Right. But I just put it down and picked it up and did it with my right hand.
I know, but what I'm saying is for people who maybe don't do color work,
Right, so if you see a pink, you purl it. If you see a green, you purl it.
when you're purling on the wrong side.
When you're purling on the wrong side.
Instead of, what else would you have done if you hadn't done that?
Well, I watched their podcast, and
Whose podcast is this
this
again?
is Selvage, which is
Selvage, okay.
Catlin and Sam.
Oh, Selvage, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
They did it like a little tutorial, and what they do is they purl. They're purling on the wrong side, but if they're purling in pink, they slip the green, they slip the red, they slip all the colors they're not using. So what I'm saying is what I do and what we've done is I just purl what I see. And I drop the yarn. It's slow, but it's, there's not that much of it. Anyhow, my point is, worst case scenario, you just drop the yarn, pick it up, purl with the pink, drop the pink, purl with the red, drop the red. And it's, purling is not hard to do that way, it's just slower.
I guess you have to watch Selvage's tutorial on it to know what you're talking about.
Well, you would, I guess. I'm
So-
sorry. I didn't mean to be confusing.
No, it's okay. I just make hats.
Show us what you're
Well,
making.
you started just talking about purling on the wrong side, and I'm like, where is this?
Well,
what does
I'm
this
talking
mean?
about this sweater.
No, I know. You're talking about the sweater, and you're talking about purling on the wrong side, and I don't know if you're talking about along the edge. I have no clue what you're doing, because you didn't say with color work.
Okay, so that's really all I've got about all that. That is one of the sweaters I'm going to take to Rhinebeck.
So, with a lot of people in the shop doing this one too.
Yes. We've got it in every color combination that you can think of. We had Lori did it in Cumbria
Okay.
for her main color, which is by the Fiber Company, and it was really very pretty. Hood Barb is doing it in all Madeline Tosh,
Okay.
and she held mohair with her color work, which is really very pretty.
Because you didn't hold any mohair.
I
with
didn't
this
hold
one.
any mohair with it. She got me on that one. Dawn did it in Magpie Silky for her base color, which is almost a black. And her colors were really pretty too. Had a little bit of orange in it for Dawn, that's out of the box.
Yeah. Hey, so while we're talking about Dawn, let's switch and talk about this other sweater that she did.
Okay.
Now, you haven't done this one, or is this the one you've done that you're going to steek but you haven't finished?
Right. I've got about that much left on sleeve to do.
On one sleeve?
On my second sleeve. I'm so close to being done. All the girls in the shop give me a hard time about it.
Okay.
But what I am going to do, for the record, is when we steek this one,
Yeah.
I'm going to steek this one.
When you steek it, are you going to like
I'm going
do
to
a
use
show and tell and have people come watch you steek it?
probably my
When are you going to do it, though?
my sweater club. Well, I don't know when I'm going to be
Okay,
done.
all right.
My sweater club girls all want to see us do it. So Carissa's going to help me with it, since I've never steeked. It's not that hard. You take a sewing machine, you do a zigzag line, you do another zigzag line,
Right, to hold the yarns down.
and you cut it in between.
Yeah.
I'm really not scared about it.
I like this part on the sweater right here, this top part right here where she does the,
Those are called cluster stitches.
yeah, it looks a little bit like, oh, you know what I'm talking about. Smocking. There.
Kind of,
Yeah,
yes.
it looks a little bit like
It
smocking.
does. So it's there, and it's also at the top of the.
Oh yeah, I didn't see it right there.
Yeah.
So what's the name of that one? It's also another Caitlin Hunter sweater.
Nell China.
Nell China. Okay.
And
So she did it in both, where you could do it as a pullover or steek it.
she did. And I asked her that about Ramblin Woman that I'm test knitting, and she said no. It was only going to be a cardigan.
Wow. She might change her mind.
She might, but that's what she told me last
Okay.
week. Dawn used Lazoo Decay for all of it. I had a hard time getting her to use the blues, but
Does she like it now, though?
it's her favorite one now.
Is it her favorite?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we have more sweaters to talk about?
We don't.
We should talk about which one I have on. Mom made this for me. I don't know.
You got something on you.
Well, they can't see that.
Okay. That is called Drift
By Kristen
by Kristen
Finley, right?
Finley.
From Skein Yarn.
Skein Yarn.
And isn't she in Australia?
I think she is.
Yeah. She did it in yellow, and I remember when it came out. It's done in fingering weight. Mom did a merino and silk with this one.
It was a fun knit. It's eyelets, so you don't really.
It was fast, wasn't it?
It was really fast. And I said today that I should do her another one in it. You always get a lot of compliments when you wear it.
Yeah. Well, it's navy blue. So. Except so this tank I have underneath it is peach. It's skin colored. That's why it's like sticking out, and I didn't realize it was like that.
Well, it kind of looks nude underneath.
Yeah, well.
So there you go.
I'm fully dressed.
Are you fully? Well, you got your podcast
I got my
earrings on
podcast
and your
earrings
pearls.
on. Yeah,
so
I got
you're-
my hair cut this morning, so it's not normally how I style it, which is driving me a little bit crazy, but I'm trying
so
to let go of it.
At least you're not naked like I am.
Right. Oh, we got a trunk show this weekend.
We do. Color Craze.
Yep, Color Craze is going to be here. Color Craze is in New Jersey.
Yes. And it will be Saturday and Sunday.
Yep.
We're excited about her coming.
What is she bringing?
You know, I haven't talked to her yet to be sure. I would guess fingering and DK would be my guess. And she may bring some mohair. I think that's what we talked about her bringing to begin with. Because you know mohair's all the craze.
Charisse. It's Charisse, not. There's no L.
Okay,
It's
Charisse. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're excited about that.
Yep. And then after that,
2 weeks after that, we will have Chelsea Yarns in the house.
yep.
And we'll have Red Bang Mike. Along with his kahunas.
Along with his kahunas. Yep. That's going to be fun.
That's going to be fun.
It's the weekend before Rhinebeck. I can't believe she's doing it the weekend before Rhinebeck. She's been busy. She's been doing...
Well, she's not doing anything at Rhinebeck.
No, I know, but I mean, she had the New Jersey show.
Well,
She
I think
had
she's got a...
trunk show in New York.
Well, she's got one this weekend for...
Let's hope the dogs are out of the yarn.
I know, right? And she's talked about us casting on something new at Rhinebeck. We need to talk to her about that. She wants everybody in the house to cast on something.
So we're staying with them in Rhinebeck.
Right.
Yeah. So we got some fun things coming.
So we got some fun things coming.
Looks like we just got a delivery.
Looks like it.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
You need to sign that.
Probably, do you need me to sign that?
I do not believe it needs signature.
Okay, good.
I
I think that's my special order Julie Austin,
Oh, is it?
if I were to guess.
Oh, we got a return package. Oh dear.
No, I know what that is.
Oh, okay.
You just set them right there,
Okay, they got some from the back too.
okay? Just set them right there and I'll get them.
Alright.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's talk about what yarns we've gotten in, Mom.
All right, let's talk about that. We have gotten a new, what is it?
You didn't bring any of the new Olan over.
Well, why don't you go get it?
Go get it.
So we got a new order of magpie in. So our magpie wall that we always sit in front of, the swanky sock, we got totally restocked on that. Some great combinations for Caitlin's new shawl. And I wish I knew the name of that, but I think that's one of the ones that I can't pronounce anyway. But when I ordered, I kind of had that in mind. So all of that is up on the website as well. Heather, do you also want to bring some nice and knit while you're back there?
Well, I'm trying to strategically pick colors for things. Aren't those two pretty together?
They are.
So, did you already talk about Olan?
I have not. I talked about magpie.
So yes, we got Olan in, and we got 29 new colors, or 29 colors. I don't know if they were 29 new colors, but we got a nice shipment of Olan. It's the merino, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. That is sock sport. I don't know what the yardage is, Mom. This is meters.
399 yards.
See how good she is? And I do know how good she is. So this one, look at this brown one. Okay, and I think I picked all these colors out.
Yeah, you pick those.
And I think this is a fall one. H-A-U-S-T. I don't, Host?
Host.
Host? So I'm gonna get up here and see if you can see. There's a little bit of pink in this little variegated part. So up on the wall, I just saw this other pink. It goes with it kind of nicely. It is called, I have no idea. Gunnix?
Annex, I think.
Annex? A-N-N-E-X, yeah, Annex. She makes her A's a little bit long. Anyway, so these are like two colors. So we got some of her fall colors too, because you know she did a fall and winter palette. This is Dame. I'm not sure if this was a new one or not. I know this one was.
Dame was not new. Dame is what I used for my Cipolla.
Oh, okay. And this one's Darwin. It's pretty blue. Greenish, bluish, black. I don't know if you can really see it that good. There you can. And then this one, which might be Mom's new favorite, Gust, which is green, and it's got just a little bit of that darkish purple in there, so those two look really pretty together.
Well, when we got that in, and it was all out on the table when we were, you know.
Okay, I'll go get the nice in it now. Oh, I think I didn't show this one. This is another one. I always pick the blues. So the blues and grays in this one. And this one is called Quarry. We've had this one before. It's gray with a little bit of color in it. Go ahead.
So when I saw the green, the Gust, on the table, I'm thinking, what in the world? And then I saw it had the purple in it, put it with the purple, and I showed it to a group of the knitters, I don't know, last weekend. And Laura saw it and she fussed at me and said she couldn't get it out of her head. So she got it and is doing a Casapinka shawl in it.
So here's the Nice and Knit DK that we got in. So the Nice and Knit DK is also 100% merino.
It is. Super wash.
230 yards. So it's a little bit heavier than like the Knot House DK.
It could also be
a light worsted.
Light worsted.
So we got a good selection of colors in the Nice and Knit DK.
Carissa.
This is Lobster Pot, the darkish reddish color.
Is doing Bristol Ivy's new sweater in that.
And this one's Driftwood, which is kind of a pretty silver white. And what is this brown is, I can't see the name. There's no name on this one. The blue is High Tide.
This one is Dockside, I believe.
I'll go see.
So Carissa is doing Bristol Ivy's new sweater in Lobster Pot.
Yep, it's Dockside. So you got sweater quantities of all that too, right?
I did. So there again, it could be used for worsted. Would be a light worsted, but you definitely could probably do it on a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Carissa is also doing Floozy sweater.
Who's Floozy by?
Oh, I don't know. But it is a slip stitch cardigan.
I'll put it down on the...
And she's doing that in Nice and Knit fingering.
Oh, okay, so it's a fingering weight, Floozy.
It is. And she's doing it...
Is it really Floozy?
Yeah. It is.
Gotta love it.
It is. So, probably we'll have those two to show next time, too.
Is that it for our new yarns? We got the Magpie, Swinky. You already talked about that, right?
I
I
did.
was getting the Olan.
I did. And the Knot House yarns, and that's...
Yeah.
I've got an order of Julie Osselin coming.
Okay. DK and fingering?
I just ordered DK. Can you believe that?
Well, it's been the... Oh, yeah, I know what you're saying. Everybody's finally come around to the DK side of things. DK's my favorite weight.
It is her favorite weight. And
I've always said that we don't have enough DK, we need to order DK, and she says no, we need fingering because that's what sells.
well, rule of thumb is fingering, but I will say fingering is slowed down.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if anybody tracked the numbers on Ravelry as far as popularity goes, if there's been an increase in DK.
Well, there has to be.
Yeah.
I mean, just our
Yeah.
shop alone, there has to be. Which is one of the reasons I wanted you to start out with DK
Right.
for sweaters.
I will have a fingering. I don't know when we're going to bring it in. I also want to do a bulky for winter for fun accessories too, but
I
we haven't gotten that far yet.
No, we haven't. Of course, it is the end of September, so it's time.
Yeah.
It's time.
So I'm working on. I think it's probably the last thing we have to talk about, unless you can think of something else. I'm working on a color work hat. It's called Aim True. It's the Aim True hat by Caitlin Hunter. I'm losing my stitches because I don't have a thing on there. Bad girl. And I'm using DK, Knot House Yarns DK for this too. I'm using Grey Gatsby and Chateau Bordeaux. But this is a free pattern of Caitlin's. It was one of the first ones I guess she did when she first started designing. Let me see if I can pull it up. I meant to print it. See if you can see that, so that if you're watching and you're going through Caitlin's patterns, you can go, oh yeah, it's the pink and gray one. So I reverse this, right? I'm using the gray as the main color, and then the burgundy as the other color, the secondary color. And I don't know that I used, the dominant, non-dominant the way I should have. I started out doing it right because I wanted the burgundy for this little bottom part right here
To be dominant.
but then I should have switched it because I should have had the gray for the arrow part be dominant in the top part, and I didn't do it. And I thought about ripping it back last night, and I said, nope, it's just a hat. Mom will block it out.
Well, sometimes,
Sometimes you
It
just
is-
got to think about things before you do it, and I didn't really think about it. And will anybody else know but you?
probably not.
Okay, Carissa will know. But, yeah. So anyway, but I really like the color combo. What do you think about my colors?
I think they're great.
Yeah,
think they're great.
took me a little while to decide. I wanted to kind of do pink, but then I didn't want to do pink, so yeah, so that's that. And can you believe how far I am?
I can't.
So yes, you do this ribbing part for 3.5 inches right here, 3.5.
She likes a twisted rib.
But this isn't twisted.
Is that not a twisted?
Does it look twisted?
Well, it does without you spreading it out.
Yeah, no, it's not twisted. It's just a regular rib, but it took forever to get 3.5 inches.
Well, you don't have a lot of time to knit anymore.
So, but I'm about a third of the way through the color work section, so that's pretty good.
It's
Cause
pretty good.
yeah, it took longer to do the rib. So anyway, so that's that. I'm still working on my Millie sweater. But yeah, I haven't had much time. I've actually knitted more the past 2 or 3 days than I think I have in forever, because I haven't been dyeing yarn because we got a table full. So
We do have a table full.
I don't know, how many colors do you have, Mom? I'm looking at them. We had to take some off the table to
Yeah.
have room to do the podcast.
I-
Probably 35 or so.
with the mohair, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I brought the new ones in, and I brought a couple of one-time experiments in, so
Some of her one-time experiments have done really well, so Carissa and I are trying to talk her into keeping a couple of those.
Yeah. we'll see. But yeah, Mom can always help you with colors. We always say that. She always answers her phone, no matter what time of day or where she is on the planet. She
I
answers
do
her
answer
phone.
my phone.
People think she's crazy.
Well, when we were in Edinburgh last year, Benita said, "What are you doing?" "Not house, this is Kathy."
Crazy.
And she said, "And besides that, you pretty much know your inventory to say, yeah, we've got that. If you'll just call the shop."
Yeah. So yeah, so I don't know that we have much else to talk about.
I think that's probably it.
Again, if you're just watching, this will be the giveaway, the Ushatita Merino singles, City Sun, 2 skeins, along with the Brooklyn Hasherberry
Haberdashery.
pouch. So that's our giveaway.
We will be, I don't know if we'll podcast again.
Oh, before we go to Rhinebeck?
Before we go to
Well, I'd like to
Rhinebeck.
think we will, but sometimes that doesn't happen.
Right.
But maybe we will.
But maybe we will. But if we don't, if you see us,
Yeah, and you're there, say hi.
Please
We'll be
say-
on the podcast hill.
but please come up and say hi and introduce yourselves. And I think I'm going to have a pocket full of little surprises. So come introduce yourself.
Have we even talked about the new pins? We
Yes.
got new pins. We got new enamel pins.
I think we talked about them last time.
Okay, I don't remember whether we did or not.
Maybe not.
That's what we get for being too long in between
In
podcasts.
between podcasts.
But anyway, so we'll have some enamel pins
We
and
will.
some stuff.
We will.
So we're hoping for cold weather.
Last time I checked 50s and 60s. So
That's pretty good.
that's sweater weather.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
What
It's
is
better
it?
than last year. Last year it was, I think, 70s and 80s.
What do the girls say? Sweater weather. Sweater weather.
Who says that?
The Chelsea Pearls.
Oh,
Sweater weather.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
So,
I don't do it well. It doesn't flow with my slow southern accent.
Mm-hmm.
Sweater weather. I don't know.
okay, I'll probably be cutting that part out.
Thank you guys for watching us.
Yep, thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support.
We do appreciate it. Thanks for all the lovely comments. And anytime that I can do anything to help anybody, just give me a call.
Yeah, and
Send
thanks
me
to
an email.
thanks to all of our regulars for trying Knot House yarns and
Yes.
working in that. And
Yes. Dawn almost has her Ingalls finished, and she's doing it in 2 shades of gray. Surprising. I think she's doing it in.
oh, I know what she's doing it in. She's doing it in Earl Grey and
I think she's doing it in Silver Spoon.
which one's darker? Maybe it's Silver Spoon.
It is.
So-
Earl Grey's the darkest.
Earl Grey's the darkest. It's Silver Spoon and Grey Gatsby.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So
All right. So
we
we'll
appreciate
see you.
it.
Yep. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
And the music plays. So, do you think I had a bee in my bonnet?
Well, I hope nobody thinks you had a bee in your bonnet. I didn't think you had a bee in your bonnet.
Yeah. They about got you having a bee in your bonnet.